coming in for another check on this location over in the Little Creek mix line sets. Oh, I hope what I've got stays hooked up over there. I got a notification on the game camera that I've made a catch. I hope it stays hooked up. I'm gonna double time it over there and make sure and go get him. We'll see in a few minutes. Well, I did get to see this one. He's still up there on the sandbar. Good looking gray. That's where I had the one pull out yesterday. I'm gonna hopefully see if this is the one that did that. But I'll get up here, look at him, get him dispatched, and see if we've had any other catches down the sandbar. But there's fox. That's going to be fox number 4. I caught 5, but the one pulled out yesterday. We'll get up here and get a better look at him. These little buggers are mean. But a good looking gray. They're full attitude. I'll get him dispatched. I'll take a better look. Lesson learned from the gray getting out of the set yesterday was I pulled all the grass out of the way he could possibly get tangled up, and managed to have all working swivels today. So made another catch on the gray fox on the sandbar. I'll get a better look at him once I get myself out of the way after I remake the set. But got the dirt hole redug. I'm going to redig the trap bed in the step down dirt hole, and maybe it'll pick off another one. I'm happy to get this one. It's just a big flashy dirt hole, kind of a step down set, and well, it's a good looking gray too. So I'm a big female. Wow. In the set, so getting the set remade. I'll move on down the creek, see if we had anything else. But with losing the one yesterday, I am so tickled to have this one today. I'll get him loaded and keep moving. Putting in another little 1/16 diameter loop right here where the trail comes down the sandbar. This is where I seen the otter yesterday, and moving the loop size down a little bit. Try to see if we can't make a catch on the snare right there. It's about 4 inches, 5 inches from the ground. About a 6-inch loop, 6.5-inch loop. And maybe it'll pick off a fox or an otter. But this is the trail. The stuff's running, getting down the sandbar in the narrowest spot. We'll bring in some more brush to fence it off on each side, and let this hunt a day or two, see if it works. I do have a miss on the castor mound. That is weird. Usually these traps don't miss. Usually. I don't know what it was, but I'll get it reset. Let's see. It's No BS Beaver Extreme. Because the way the pan is down in them traps, usually they don't miss. I mean, they're way below flush level with the jaws. But I'll get it reset. I'll tell you, setting them No BS Beaver Extremes, the pan sits below level of the jaws. I've got that berm built up right here where a beaver's going to come up and hit it, have to drop his feet and come up in here to check the mound. I don't understand that mess, but them traps right there make you grunt a little setting them on your leg. I'm glad I didn't get them in the 4-coil. They'd have been some kind of stout. But the 2-coil on the No BS Beaver Extremes is all you'll ever need for beaver. I'll get on down checking the sets. I find these spots out on these sandbars, and where something's come up in here. It's like you used a bathroom, like a cat in a litter box. It's like they'll poop and just scratch, 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 scratch. But I know it's an otter. I've seen the tracks already. But I'm gonna go up here and where he went over here to this slide after he come off the. He come up here, did what he was gonna do. Went back in the water, went over there. We'll go over there and take a look at those tracks. But it was an otter come up here on the little sandbar he used the bathroom. Right here is where the otter come up on the bank. And so right there was the toilet on the sandbar. So I still have an otter in the area. And he went up beside that slide. But I'm a little too close to public access right there to try to set this. I know he went up that slide. Right there. Just don't want to set it due to the proximity of potential domestics. I don't want to make a catch like that. Went up the slide, and I see tracks over there in the sand where he went down through there, up on the high bank, or higher bank. This would be the low bank trail down beside the water. Right up here is where the otter went after he investigated the slide. So I still have an otter in the area. Usually this far into a string of sets, I'm not thinking about putting in more steel. But since I found that otter location down there on the sandbar, and I have found this sandy location that has several trails on it, but one's being used fairly actively. It's still wet where it came up last night. The otter has come up here on this sandbar. I'm gonna put in another set right there. I'm gonna put in a 1.5 coil spring right here where the otter's coming up. You see the tracks. They come right up through here on the sandbar. So it's gonna be like a toilet set. So they come up here and just play and roll and use it like a giant cat litter box on these sandbars. But yeah, with the sign that fresh, I'll have to set it. Get it put in, we'll take a look at it. I'm taking a Duke 1.5 bedded right there where the otter had come in and out down this sandbar toilet. Hoping to grab a back foot catch. Got a 10-foot slide cable anchored off on a wolf fang. I mean, that looks good to me. It's a 1.5 bedded right there at the crawl out. In about 4.5 inches of water, a little deeper than I wanted it to be. But I know once they come up here and hit the bank, they're gonna drop them feet to come up. And hopefully it'll make a catch. And I'm gonna run the cable out in the deep water, anchor it off. Well, I've had 2 misses on my beaver sets. There's a TS85 on the bottom. I do have tracks up on top of the mound. Yeah. Dig the bed out, redo this one. I don't know whether it was a beaver or an otter. It kind of looks more beaver. But had 2 misses on the beaver sets. Nothing on the mink sets. Fox sets caught. I put in some more otter sets. Put in an otter snare down the run down the top of the sandbar where it's narrowed up. And let's see what tomorrow brings. Just the one catch. I'll take a better look when I can lay it out up on the boat ramp. But I don't care. This one catch is gorgeous. After losing the one yesterday, having another gray in the sets today in the same set. That was amazing. But I'll get this set remade and get out of here for the morning. Just the one catch on today. But after losing that gray yesterday, having a gray today was a blessing. And it's a good female gray. Gorgeous color, not a mark on her, not really a hair out of place anywhere. It's gonna be another one going to Moyle, unless I find another another tannery to send them. I'm gonna have a good box of furs to send in. But there is not a prettier wild canine out there to me. Just a gray fox it's a piece of artwork. See you tomorrow.